Have you ever met someone who never posts a single picture online? No selfies? No birthday posts? No look at me moments? In a world that screams share everything, they stay silent. But here's the twist. Psychology says that silence might speak louder than any post ever could. So what does it actually mean when someone refuses to show their face online? Let's decode the real psychology of people who don't post their photos and why it might reveal a deeper kind of confidence. The first group are what psychologists call the quiet confident. They don't need external validation, the dopamine hit of likes or comments. Instead, they rely on something stronger, self-concept clarity, the ability to know who they are even when nobody's watching. Their worth isn't measured in pixels or posts. They live by a simple rule: if you know yourself deeply, you don't need to prove it publicly. Then there's the observer. They're not absent. They're quietly studying. For them, social media isn't a stage. It's a window into human behavior. They scroll, analyze, absorb patterns, not people's pictures. Psychologists link this to high cognitive empathy. They see beyond appearances and read between lines. They prefer to understand the world, not perform for it. Next, meet the boundary builder. They post less because they understand the digital footprint never fades. Once something's online, it's archived, copied, indexed forever. So they choose control over exposure. This comes from a high privacy orientation, meaning they protect their mental and emotional space the same way they'd lock their front door. To them, not posting isn't hiding, it's hygiene. Some people don't post because they process the world internally. They think before they speak, and even longer before they post. They live by an internal locus of evaluation, judging themselves by their own standards, not by algorithms. Psychologically, this is a marker of high self-regulation and emotional maturity. They ask, does this matter to me? Not, will this perform well? But let's be real. Not everyone who stays invisible online is peaceful inside. For some, it's not confidence, it's caution. Fear of judgment, body image issues, past rejection. These people avoid posting because visibility feels like vulnerability. It's tied to what psychologists call evaluation anxiety, the fear of being seen and silently judged. It's not weakness, it's a sign that healing is still happening. And finally, there's the contextual minimalist. In some families, cultures, or careers, privacy is protection. They stay low-key not because they don't want to share, but because they can't afford to. They understand the psychology of safety, that sometimes invisibility is survival, and that's just as valid as confidence. So if you rarely post, ask yourself, do you feel peace or pressure in your silence? Are you protecting your privacy or hiding your potential? Because the motive, not the behavior, tells the real story. In a digital world obsessed with exposure, restraint is power. The people who master what to share and what to keep aren't disconnected from life. They're deeply connected to themselves. They don't need to be seen to feel seen. And that's the rarest form of confidence there is. If you love understanding how everyday behavior reveals hidden psychology, subscribe now.